Hi, everyone. My name is David, and this is my co host,
Hello, it's great to have you here. Welcome to Real Life English.
a podcast where you learn how English is really spoken in real life.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Real Life English. If you are new here, this is a podcast about real English learning, not textbook English, not exam English, but real English people actually use. Today we will talk about a very common problem. Maybe you studied English for 10 years, maybe even 15 years, but when you meet a foreigner, you suddenly cannot speak.
Yes, David, I hear this problem everywhere. Many people tell me something like this. I understand English. I can read English articles. I can even watch English movies. But when I talk to a foreigner, my brain stops working. I become nervous. And I only say one sentence. Sorry, my English is not good.
And the strange thing is this. Most of these people are not beginners. They already learned thousands of words. They finished many grammar books. They passed many exams. But real conversation still feels impossible. So today we ask a very important question. Why does this happen?
And the answer might surprise you. The problem is not your intelligence. The problem is not your memory. And the problem is not your pronunciation. The real problem is the method, the way most people learned English in school.
We call this problem the school method trap. Many education systems teach English like a subject, just like math or history. Students study rules. Students memorize information. Students take tests.
But language is different. Language is not only knowledge. Language is a skill. It is something your brain must use quickly, in real time, in real conversations. And that requires a very different type of learning.
Let's remember our English classes in school. What did we usually do? We learned grammar rules. We filled in blank exercises. We memorized vocabulary lists. We translated sentences. And we prepared for exams.
But here is the important question. How often did we actually speak English? Real speaking, real conversations, not reading from a book, not repeating after the teacher, but real spontaneous speaking.
For many students, the answer is almost never. Most of the time the teacher talks. Students listen. Students write. Students memorize. But students rarely speak freely.
And because of that, students become passive learners. They receive information, but they rarely produce language. Their brain understands English, but their mouth does not know how to use it.
Let me give you an example. Imagine learning how to play the guitar. You read books about guitar. You memorize music theory. You watch videos about guitar, but you never actually hold a guitar.
Then one day someone gives you a guitar and asks you to play a song. What will happen? You will probably panic. Your fingers will feel confused because knowledge is not practice.
Speaking English works the same way. You can understand grammar rules, but speaking requires speed. Your brain must react immediately. You must choose words quickly, and your mouth must move automatically.
These abilities only develop through practice. Real speaking practice. Not silent studying. Not passive listening, but active communication.
Another problem in school learning is this. Students are trained to avoid mistakes. Teachers correct every small error. Exams punish wrong answers. And slowly students become afraid.
They become afraid of grammar mistakes, afraid of wrong pronunciation, afraid of saying something strange. And because of that fear, they stop speaking.
But here is a truth many learners don't realize. Mistakes are a necessary part of language learning. Every fluent speaker made thousands of mistakes, probably tens of thousands.
Even children make mistakes. Think about how children learn their first language. They say strange sentences. They pronounce words incorrectly, but nobody stops them from speaking.
Children speak all the time. They experiment with language. They try new words. They try new sentences. And slowly their brain improves.
But many adult learners do the opposite. They wait until their English is perfect. They wait until their grammar is correct. They wait until they feel confident. But that moment never comes.
Because confidence does not come first. Practice comes first. Confidence comes later, after many conversations, after many mistakes.
Another hidden problem in school learning is speed. In textbooks, English is slow, very slow. Sentences are clear. Pronunciation is perfect.
But real conversations are messy. People speak quickly. They reduce sounds. They interrupt each other. They change topics suddenly.
So when learners hear real English, their brain feels shocked. They think, this is not the English I studied.
That is because textbooks teach artificial English, but real life uses natural English, and the difference can be huge.
So what is the solution? How can learners escape the school method trap?
The first step is simple. Change your goal. Stop focusing only on knowledge. Start focusing on communication.
Instead of asking, do I know this grammar rule? Ask a different question. Can I use this sentence in real conversation?
The second step is speaking practice. Even if your English is not perfect, even if your vocabulary is limited, start speaking anyway.
You can speak with language partners. You can join online conversation groups. You can even speak to yourself.
Yes, speaking to yourself is actually powerful. Describe your day in English. Explain what you are doing. Tell stories out loud.
Your brain needs this training. It needs to practice producing language, just like muscles need exercise.
The third step is listening to real English. Not only textbook recordings. Listen to podcasts. Watch interviews. Watch natural conversations.
Your ears must become familiar with real speech. Different accents, different speeds, different speaking styles.
At first, it will feel difficult. Maybe you only understand 50%, but that is completely normal.
Understanding improves with exposure. The more you listen, the easier it becomes.
Another useful strategy is shadowing. Shadowing means repeating what you hear immediately, almost like an echo.
This technique trains your mouth and your brain. You copy the rhythm, you copy the pronunciation, and you copy the natural flow of speech.
Many professional interpreters use shadowing. It is a powerful technique.
But remember something important. Consistency matters more than intensity.
Practicing 10 minutes every day is better than studying 3 hours once a week.
Language learning is like exercise. Small daily training creates big long-term results.
And finally, be patient with yourself.
Fluency does not happen overnight.
It is a long journey.
But if you practice correctly, progress will come.
And one day you will notice something interesting.
You will start speaking English without translating in your head.
Words will appear more naturally.
Conversations will feel more comfortable.
And you will realize something important.
The problem was never your ability.
The problem was the method.
The problem was never your ability.
The problem was the method.
Once you change the method,
Everything starts to change.
so remember this idea.
English is not a school subject.
English is not a school subject.
Use it, practice it, speak it.
And if this episode helped you, please share it with someone learning English. Because many people are still stuck in the school method trap. Thank you for listening to Real Life English. See you in the next episode.